Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Cutlery Outdoors, a tactical everyday dad, or TED rendition, if you will. Guys, listen, we got a lot to cover in this video. Before we get into it, there was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives. Vets, we love you. You have a place here. That number's going down. We've got a lot of work to do. We back to blue over here. We support Leo. How do you do that, Scab? Well, we don't break the damn law. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. All right, my guy, Tactical Everyday Dad. He has a great YouTube channel. Go over, subscribe, check him out. He has designed several knives. My partner Joe on Blade Talk just did an amazing video, great video on 3 or 4 of his knives. Check that one out. And I'm going to be shouting out a lot of people during this video, but it all comes back to Ted, okay? This is what I consider a pocket fixed blade. This right now, I carry a pocket fixed blade every day to work. Now, you can carry it any way you want to carry it. You've seen the Kydex sheath there. It fits very well, and it's got a very cool aesthetic. I need to mention that these are prototypes and not the finished product, okay? Let me give you some just real quick specs. It's called the Kermode. It's in Magnacut. The HRC is 62. It is a convex grind. The OEM or the maker is Daniel Suzuki. And let me just say real quick, Daniel, you knocked it out of the park, son. It's a 3 3/4 inch blade, 3 1/2 inch handle, and it has red liners. Now. I was telling Ted how much I liked this knife, and he was surprised. He said he was surprised because everybody told him I'd hate it. Well, that shows how much everybody knows about old Scab. Watch this right here, guys. This is going to sum this thing up right here. Watch this. That's 2 inch toe strap, 2 inch ratchet strap, whatever, and it's beat up. It's tough. Look at that. Sailed through it. Here we go. 1, 2, maybe one more, and I'll finish it off. Maybe one more. They're clean. Now watch the tip work. This is a little test I like to do right quick, and this thing just sails through it. So here's what we know. I love the design. Personally, I love the size. Again, right now, guys, I'm sandblasting and powder coating every day. I can't carry a folder to work. It will get destroyed. Trust me, I know. So what I'm doing is I'm putting a fixed blade in my pocket. This is the perfect size. Now, I was really excited to do this review because it's in Magnacut. You remember we just did a production knife in Magnacut not long ago. I do a lot of the same stuff, okay? So I wanted to see how this held up. Now, this is a smaller knife, but it's purpose driven. So when we have something that's purpose driven, we need to be objective on it, okay? Now, I'm not a knife designer, don't claim to be, never will be, okay? Never. So I have nothing to add there. I personally love the design of this knife. The fact that I can get a full 4-finger grip on it without having to put my thumb on the back, which has some very nice jimping by the by, is perfect. It's very easy to control. Here's what we're doing in this video. I think it's fair to say that by now y'all all know that I'm going to say I am a novice at best. That is true. Just trying to up my knife skills and bringing you on the journey. Why do I mention that? Because when you take a novice and then add a knife of this size, it is challenging. However, if you'll notice, this video is about 15 minutes long. I love this knife. It's a lot of fun. It came in super sharp. Now, somebody's had it before me, I think. But it came in super sharp. And just watch what we're doing. We're cutting dead man hose there, high pressure hose. We cut, and right there, guys, let me tell you what it's doing. It's shaving the shit out of that hose, okay? It was biting it, but it kept just shaving it, and then I had to get a different grip. I will say this. In all the demonstrations we do, I was the most impressed with that 2-inch ratchet strap. It sailed through it. Now, that's some tough stuff. Y'all know that, but this is that polypropylene rope. We're going to cut some rope. We're going to cut zip ties. We're going to do everything we do. And here's one of my disclaimers that I make every time, okay? I set these videos up to watch the knife work. And I also do that every damn time. My little fat fingers can't hold the rope. But I want you to watch the knife work, okay? turn off the sounds, you can do all that. This knife is a workhorse. This is a knife I would absolutely carry every day. The other thing I wanted to do with this video was this. Show you some stuff that I do with a knife every day. I cut hose. I cut zip ties. I cut rope. I practice fire making skills and things like that. So this is very much something I would do. If I was in a situation where I needed a knife, a catch-all knife, this is a good option. Now, is it a chopper? Come on, guys. You know it's not. But in a pinch, I could use it. This right here, that tip made some gorgeous little shavings. I should have got a close-up, of course. There's a lot of shit I should have done as far as that goes. Now, here's some other guys. Joe, Steel Forged and Fire, just did a great video on 3 or 4 of Ted's designs, okay? MyBadd Adventures, Brothers of the Knife, Salty Red Corn, and Heyitsthejohnsons, Gene Johnson, all have reviews of these knives. I'm going to put links in the description to their pages and encourage you to go there. While we're talking shout-outs, let's finish them up. Donnie B All-day, my brother from another mother. Go check him out, man. He's marching to 10,000. Let's get him there. Eric Husyan, awesome cutter. Dude is a great dude as well. And then Karl Ruedger, who's seriously just an awesome guy, okay? So I'll have links in my description. Guys, go check these guys out. Give them a sub. I would appreciate it. And if while you're here, you might as well subscribe to me. You know you want to. Hit the button. Come on. Now, right here's a zip tie test. Some people get this wrong. This is not a test to test the sharpness. A knife must cut a zip tie. That's a prerequisite. I do this every day, believe it or not. This is to check the edge. Did the maker get the heat treat right? It is a convex edge, which I love. It sailed right through them. And I can tell you this, nothing that we did here today chipped this blade. Now, if it did, we'd fix it and move on. And when I talk about chips, guys, I'm not talking about some little nick that doesn't matter. I'm talking about a blade getting ate up. I want to make that clear, okay? Again, my guy Brandon Thrasher had one of the best points. You use a knife, it's going to chip. That's true at some point. What I'm talking about when I'm talking about chipping is a blade getting ate up. Now watch this. This is very important. This is a piece of sidewall tire. And it stabbed one piece pretty good, okay? But this part was the most impressive. This is a 1/4 inch piece of sidewall tire. This knife goes through it. It cuts it. I'm not going to say it sailed through it like a hot knife through butter. That's not what I'm saying. But it cut it. What's impressive about that, Scab? It's a steel belted tire. Okay, and I'm going to show you right here, old nimbly bimby Scab here. See, look, steel belted. It cut it, no edge damage. You see there a little billboarding on the blade. That's Ted's gimmick. I really like that a lot. Guys, throughout this video, I cut ratchet straps. I cut a bunch of stuff every day. I really do. This, for me, would be a perfect knife. Now, you can carry it's MOLLE compatible. You can get a tech lock. You can get a nylon strap and hook to it. You can do any kind of carry you want. You can get you a nice leather sheath if you so choose. My point is with what I do, I love the pocket fix. I love the strength of a fixed blade, okay? And again, there's no moving parts for that sand to get in there and just grind up. Now right here, this is about a 2-3 minute segment. Sometimes I'll speed them up. I wasn't going to speed this up. We went through progressively harder and harder and harder pieces of wood. Again, basically what we're doing is checking the edge. If I really needed to chop wood, I'd get a damn axe. But this knife will process wood. We went through it harder, and I've got a piece of that hardwood we're actually going to baton through. I think this was part of that sweet gum stunt that just about ended everything I did. But again, right here, it's starting to dry out some, but this knife went through it, no edge damage. See, that's what's important to me, guys. Functionality. Does it work? I love the design. There's a lot you can do with that design. It lends itself to a lot of different tasks, okay? It's only limited by one's skill level, which mine's pretty low, okay? So imagine what it could do in your masterful hands. Here's that piece of hardwood. Now, Again, sometimes I'll speed it up. I didn't. I just wanted to show you. It's full of knots. It's hard as a damn brick bat, son. There's a couple times you'll see me have to pull it apart because the knife just got logged up in there, but we kept going. Of course we did. A lesser reviewer would have stopped, or one with common sense, but not old Scabber. No, sir, especially since it's a prototype and it's not my knife. I thought, what the hell? About this point, I thought, if I break this thing, I'm screwed. But I also have faith in the maker. Again, that's Daniel Suzuki. And Ted, man, listen, brother, I love this design. I really do. If I was going to say anything, and the only reason I would give you any kind of feedback on it would be I'd like to see about a 1/2 inch on that handle. That's it. I love the design. It freaking works. That's what matters to me. And here's the thing, guys. One of the most subjective things on this planet is knives. If you took this knife and you gave it to 100 different reviewers, you'd get probably 60 or 70 different opinions. There's going to be some people agree. That's just life. But one thing nobody can disagree with right here, son, is this thing is a workhorse. It's well built. It's purpose built. I love it. Now, Ted actually told me he made it for women with a smaller handle so they could have a fixed blade. But I'm going to tell you right now, and again, guys, I didn't coin the term pocket fixed blade. It's not a new concept. It's new to me. Every day of my life, I carry a pocket fixed blade. And the beauty of it is simply this. You can throw it in your pocket. It's there if you need it. Now, here again, you're going to see me do some of the same stuff. Now, next week, we're going to do a little bit different. Like I said, I've been watching Morris Kaczynski on the tri-stick. I've been watching Blackie Thomas. Here, we're just scoring at, this is probably a 1/4 inch dowel rod, something like that. So it's somewhat soft, but this knife scores it very well. And again, it's very easy to work. Right there, son. Right through the damn thing. Then, of course, we make our punji sticks for the neighborhood kids. That's always a good thing to have. Actually, guys, what you're going to start seeing more and more of is me making steaks, tent steaks, tarp steaks, things like that. And I'll cover that, why I'm doing that in another video. But through all of this, guys, and we're going to cut our soccer ball. This soccer ball's about had it, son. What I tried to do, too, is go down the stitching, okay? I didn't just cut some of the leather or pleather. We tried to go down the stitching. This knife stayed sharp through this entire demonstration. What I would ask Ted in the comments, if you would, just let me know the thickness, or I'll do the thickness and pin it. That's one thing I did not get for you guys, and I'm sorry. Overall, do I like the knife? Absolutely. Absolutely. But right now, the pocket fixed blade's kind of my jam, so it was a perfect time to review this. And again, this is just everyday stuff. You're going to open dog food, and of course, I've got bougie-ass dogs that have to get the expensive stuff, but you're going to cut cardboard in your everyday life. You're going to cut plastic in your everyday life. That's what I want to show you, okay? Yes, we did some hard use, some batoning. I cut the hose, I cut the zip ties, I cut the 2-inch toe strap. I batoned through all that wood. I'm cutting this bag. I'm going to cut a bunch of cardboard. And again, we opened the show cutting some paper. We're going to close the show cutting some paper just to see how that edge held up. Now, the thing about Magnacut, and I'm just learning about Magnacut, guys. I'm no expert in any way. Everybody knows that, okay? I don't even pretend to be. But the thing about Magnacut, it's supposed to be very hard, and it's supposed to hold an edge, I believe. So does it? We're going to find out. One way to dull up a knife pretty quick is cardboard. Just slashing some cardboard. So that's what I decided to do. I wanted to do as much as I could to give you the best demonstration I could. And then we're going to cut some paper. Period. And again, I don't know who had this knife before I do. I know that I love this thing. Cutting a bottle, for whatever reason, I just like doing this. Some of this shit, there ain't nothing we do that we call a test. Because there's nothing scientific about this shit. Just certain stuff I like doing. I think it shows the knife well. I think it shows the aesthetic well. Does the knife work? Yes. Unequivocally. Now, this is after doing all that. Just walking in and doing some quick slices, guys. Little diminished? Very, very little. Again, Daniel, awesome job. Ted, I'm digging it, brother. Digging it a lot. Listen, I got 2 more knives of Ted's to reviews that'll be coming in the next few days. We got a lot of stuff coming up. My guy Mikey says it best. He said, never give up, never surrender, and everything will be okay. I'm Scab. You're not. And I'm gone.